Facing to the camera,
Very willing, very.
I can see it's the Red Rose of Lancashire. Who is on screen with me now?
My name's Gareth White. I'm the Lancashire captain.
So Lancashire, Yorkshire, head to head, is it, or how close?
No. I think genuinely, there's some good teams there this week. There's obviously always a somewhat of a roses rivalry between Lancashire and Yorkshire, but in a good way. You know, I think the two teams bring each other on. Cheshire are doing really well in the league this year. We know that Durham and Northumberland, they've got good teams. We've got Isle of Man who are on home turf. So yeah, I think the golf course is fair, and I think the best team will win this week. Hopefully, it's us.
So the Yorkshire team, they're a little bit different. There's some attire that's been noticed whilst they've been practicing. It's caused some attention. Bucket hats. What's the story?
I don't know. I suppose that's up to Yorkshire, really. I try not to dwell on too much on what Yorkshire are doing. Focus on what Lancashire are doing, if I'm honest.
So we'll have a quick run through the Lancashire team. Who have you got in your six?
Right. So we've got Ian Kenwright, who's probably the elder statesman, shall we say? Ken has played here last time. He was here 2015. We've got Jamie Van Wyk. We've got Andrew Haswell. We've got Greg Holmes, we've got Matt Lever, and we've also got, how many is that? Luke Kelly. So a relatively young team, excluding Kenners. But yeah, fitness will be a thing round this golf course, I think. I genuinely do. 36 holes tomorrow, it's a long walk round, so we've got a young, fit team with us.
And it's going to be warm. We're not going to have the conditions that we experienced last week, which is an absolute blessing. Yeah. Are the greens too fast for you?
No. Greens are lovely, nice pace. I don't think you could probably get them that much quicker around here, particularly with some of the slopes. The greens are excellent, can't fault them whatsoever. They've quickened up from last week, partly due to the dryness, as opposed to absolutely chucking down like it was last week. But the greens are really, really good, yeah, look good.
So you mentioned that it's a young team. What sort of ages?
So we've got anything from sort of early 20s up to Kenners, who's mid to late 30s, I think. Kenners, I might be being polite there, but yeah, mid to late 30s. Youngest is 21.
So Lancashire, obviously, is a big organisation. What's the secret of getting young people up to this elite level?
More than anything, I think it's about driving, understanding of their own golf games, and maintaining enjoyment of the game. I think those two things, if you understand your own golf game and you enjoy improving and challenging yourself, that's the most important thing. You know, you can get overwhelmed with technique, and you can get overwhelmed with results and things like that. Team spirit for us is huge, it's massive. So, you know, we're here to play serious golf, but you will see us having a laugh and a joke and all that type of thing. So for me, focus when you need to focus, and have fun when it's okay to have fun, and that's important for us.
So Lancashire, I don't know how many clubs are in the union. It could be like 120, 130.
Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, about 150, I think.
So just tell us a bit about the junior programme and the development of golf, you know, on the wider spectrum, because it's not all at elite level. There's a bit more than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Lancashire have a CAP programme, which is aimed towards the junior golfers. So we don't necessarily separate them on age basis. We sort of have some differing ability groups. We have upwards of 100 juniors who are all involved in our CAP programme. We have under 14s team, we have under 16s, we have under 18s teams, and what Craig Lee has done, who's the sort of the performance director or director of coaching, is trying to bring some consistency across all the age groups. So they're used to warming up in the right way, they're used to sort of the way that they practice, for example, the way that they measure themselves, and we try and bring that consistency across all the age groups. So literally from the under 14s to the men's team, we will prepare in a very, very similar way. We'll focus in a very, very similar way, and it's great. It's working. It really is. You know, and for me personally, having been a junior and played ever since I was small, enjoyment's key. And anything in life, if you enjoy it, you do well, you do better, you commit. So we're trying to drive that enjoyment of the game right the way through, from the juniors up to the seniors.
I think on the whole, the battle against the PlayStation has turned its tide, hasn't it? I think we had a 5-year gap of kids playing Fortnite, but I've certainly noticed on the Isle of Man we've got a lot more juniors coming into the game, and we're linked up with the Golf Foundation, which they've got some good programs, the Sixes League, where they introduce a bit of competitiveness but without the pressure.
Yep.
And speaking of which, pressure, it's a big deal, isn't it, this event?
It is. I mean, for us as defending champions, we went on to win at Royal Norwich last year. So I suppose ultimately, pressure's probably a good thing. It depends how you deal with it. Pressure means it's important in really simple terms, and we're all here certainly at this level to play an important competition. So just got to absorb it, just soak it up, and try and use that, and try and make it manifest in the right ways. For us, it's golf. All our boys are really good at golf. We just let them go play.
Well, thank you very much for that insight. Thanks for your time. Good luck. I think we'll be on the balcony at the 11th, just at the back of the hotel tomorrow, so we'll catch up then. But thanks for your time, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.